Let's go over my favorite sewing projects of 2025. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and today we are going over my favorite sewing projects of 2025. So these are my top 5 items that when I made it this year, there was either something really special behind it for myself, or these are just one of my favorite things that I've probably made out of the entire year. And so I thought that we would just kind of look back, look through all of them, and see which ones sort of made the list. I have so much fun doing this list every year, so we're gonna do it again. So let's go ahead and get started. Number 5 was when I made my dog a sweater. So I had made this really cute little sweater for Bailey. What I really loved about this though was one, the fabric was just really pretty, but I also loved how it used so many little techniques like of adding the hood and a buttonhole for the leash and then the zipper. And the reason why we ended up making this is because you can see it kind of covers the front paws, and with Bailey's fur, especially in the snow, it will kind of get little ice clumps in it. So that kind of covered her paws to help, and then we put a waterproof jacket sort of over top of this one, so it was kind of like 2 layers for her so she would be a little bit more careful in the snow. But this was such a fun little jacket to make. So moving on to number 4, this was when I made my vinyl bag. So this was actually an Etsy pattern, and while this may not seem that much at first, especially if you're just looking at it, it was more the fabric behind this is why I absolutely love this bag. So when I had seen a video online that had a really pretty vinyl fabric and zipper, I was like, oh, I would love to buy some. So I had bought some off of the store. It's called Zipper Valley. They have so many different options. And when it got here, I was so excited to use it. I'd come up with this bag pattern, and I was like, this is what we're gonna make. And this vinyl did not work with my machine at all. We tried so many different steps. I tried different needles. I tried different stitch types. I tried different presser foots. I tried different settings, and I just couldn't get it to work. So it was like a good couple weeks of playing around with this. I actually made this whole pattern using a thinner vinyl. That's how I knew that this pattern was fine. But I finally got the exact settings that I could use to work with this vinyl. So once I finally did it and I had this bag, it's just such a fun and pretty bag, and really one of my favorite projects from this year. So moving on to number 3, it was my plaid skirt that I had made this fall. I had a pattern, so this was actually one of my mom's patterns, and then it just got put into my pattern box as well. So this pattern's from like 2003, 2004 for the skirt. I always thought it was so pretty, and I knew exactly what type of fabric I wanted to use for it, but I could never find it. And this year I finally found the right fabric, and this is what I was looking for with it. I love though that the skirt has so many small details that just make it really pretty and almost like elegant looking. There's also so many nice finishing touches. I know that you can't see the inside of the skirt when I'm wearing it, but I know that it's finished nicely on the inside, and that's one of my favorite parts about sewing projects is when they look really pretty from the outside as well as the inside. As I know, especially on the inside, I can wear this again and again, especially be washing it, and it's not going to be becoming unraveled or fraying at all. So this was just a really fun, quick project I was able to do. So now moving on to my second favorite, which was my Halloween quilt. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, so when I got to make this quilt, it was really exciting. We had been trying to figure out which fabrics were going to be going with it for quite some time. So we came up with these 6 different fabrics, and then I started to play around with like a square design, as I feel like that can be really easy to show others. And this one is an Etsy pattern too, but I really just went about it using fabrics that I thought were really fun. And as you can see, there are so many fun little Halloween elements within here. I think one of the reasons this is really my favorite though is because I didn't think it was going to be done this year. It can be a little bit hard, especially cutting out all of these fabrics, and in the fall sometimes my arthritis is a little worse. So I wasn't sure if I was actually going to get them all cut out, but I had time one day. I was able to get all cut out, and then I just started sewing, and so the fact that I got completed in time for Halloween was very exciting. And then last but not least, my favorite item I made this year was my beaded boat neck dress. So this dress was just so pretty. I had been searching for the pattern for so long, so when one of the creators I follow on YouTube made this pattern, I was like, that's it. That's what I'm going to be using for this fabric. The fabric has little seed beads on it, and that was what made it so difficult to sew with, because I had to go through and remove each of those beads from the seam allowance so that I didn't break my needle. But again, this is one of those elements and dresses that, because it is so nicely finished on the inside, makes me just really happy about it. Now this is a dry clean only material, so I'm not putting this in the washing machine by any means, but everything came out so nicely for it that whenever I look at it, it's just one of my favorite makes that I've done. And this will probably be like an all-time favorite make, and not just a favorite make of the year, just because of how hard it was to work with this fabric. So I'm so happy that I was able to put it together and see what it looked like. I still have a little bit of this fabric left over, believe it or not, because now I've made a skirt with it, I've made this. So I'm going to be kind of just letting it sit to the side for a while and decide what else I may want to do with it. But I just find it so pretty and so elegant, and I'm just so happy that it got completed. So those are my top 5 favorite makes for 2025. Now that I've shared what mine are, please tell me what your favorite make that you have done this year is in the comments below. I would love to find out what were just some projects you were so proud of. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.